What if the most lucrative investment of your lifetime had a $0 price tag? We obsess over stocks, crypto, and the next big market trend. But what if the blueprint for a truly rich life isn't found in a portfolio at all? Today, we delve into the profound wisdom of legendary investor Jim Rogers. After 5 decades of mastering global markets, he distilled his ultimate secret not into a financial textbook, but into a letter for his daughters titled The Richest Investment. It's a powerful roadmap for life, and we're breaking down its 4 pillars. The final one, in particular, fundamentally redefines the currency of happiness. Imagine you're a captain charting an unknown sea. Your first move isn't to buy the best sails, it's to master the map, read the stars, and understand your vessel. This is Rogers' first principle: invest in your mindset and vision. He believed history is not a collection of dusty facts, but a living map of human behavior. Understanding economic cycles and societal shifts provides a perspective that turns market fog into a clear landscape of mountains and highways. This perspective is sharpened by philosophy, which Rogers championed not for academic debate, but to forge independent thought. In a world saturated with noise and expert tips, the ability to question everything, even your own assumptions, is your greatest defense against manipulation. It is the immune system of your intellect. Once armed with this mental clarity, he urged his daughters to become global citizens. Learn languages, travel, live abroad. The greatest opportunities often lie in the world's blind spots, far from the crowded mainstream. Your worldview doesn't just shape your opportunities, it defines the scale of your reality. Ultimately, this leads to the core axiom: know thyself. Pour your energy into your passions and natural talents. The compound interest on authentic enthusiasm is more powerful than any stock. This first pillar builds the unshakable foundation upon which all else rests. So, with this foundation, how do you build tangible wealth? This brings us to Rogers' second pillar: invest in smart wealth habits. Here, his market genius shines through with counterintuitive wisdom. His most famous rule is to buy when there's blood in the streets. This isn't callousness, it's courageous contrarianism. When headlines scream panic and the herd is selling, truly valuable assets are often sold at bargain prices. Seizing these moments requires the independent judgment forged in the first pillar. But conviction must be built on competence. Rogers' second rule was to never invest in anything you don't understand. He insisted on wearing out your shoe leather, researching an asset until you know it better than anyone else. Hot tips are a recipe for disaster. Every decision must be grounded in your own rigorous analysis. With this discipline, he advised investing in the future by identifying inevitable change. He saw the potential in agriculture as the number of farmers declined while the global population grew. He understood that clean water would become one of the world's most precious resources. He wasn't chasing today's hype, he was positioning for tomorrow's necessities. All these strategies, however, begin with a simple act: saving. Savings are the ammunition for your future investments and the anchor in a storm. He specifically warned against consumer debt, calling it a pit that devours freedom. His blueprint is a system: build capital through savings, identify value through deep research, and act with contrarian courage. But what good is a fortune if the person holding it is flawed? This is Rogers' third pillar: invest in your character, your hardest currency. Imagine your life as a ship laden with gold. If the hull is rotting, the slightest storm will sink it all. Your character is that hull. The cornerstone is integrity. Your reputation is your most precious asset. It takes a lifetime to build and a moment to destroy. It is the invisible collateral that opens doors and attracts genuine partnership. Next, cultivate the art of listening. True listening is an open-minded search for signals others miss, for the logic in opposing views. The loudest person may command attention, but the best listener gains the decisive advantage. Life will inevitably bring storms, so you must learn to embrace failure. The tragedy is not in making a mistake, but in letting ego prevent you from correcting it. When you're wrong, admit it quickly and cut your losses. This discipline is a vital survival skill in markets and in life. Finally, guard against arrogance, the number one enemy of success. A few wins can make you feel invincible, but arrogance blinds you to risk and halts your learning. Humility keeps you sharp. These character traits are your life's ultimate risk management, the bedrock that allows you to not only acquire wealth, but to keep it and enjoy it. This leads to the final and most important pillar: Invest in relationships to harvest a lifetime of happiness. Rogers was clear that financial success is merely a tool to achieve a fulfilling life, a life rich in meaningful connections. First, he said, cherish family and true friends. They are your emotional safe harbor, the small circle that offers unconditional support when the world turns against you. Research even suggests strong social ties can increase your lifespan by up to 50%, an impact greater than quitting smoking. Conversely, be wise enough to distance yourself from draining, negative people. Decluttering your social circle is as vital as decluttering your home, preserving your energy for those who uplift you. Above all, he stressed the monumental importance of choosing a life partner. This, he argued, is the single most important investment you will ever make. The right partner multiplies your joy and achievements. The wrong one can mean a lifetime of internal conflict. And when your life is stable and joyful, learn to give back. Contributing to society provides a profound sense of purpose that no amount of money can buy. Jim Rogers' Richest Investment is not a guide to becoming a millionaire. It is a philosophy for winning a life of freedom, fulfillment, and joy. It applies the timeless wisdom of the market, patience, contrarian courage, and long-term vision to the far grander game of life itself. True wealth is found in the richness of your knowledge, your character, your relationships, and your soul.